In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to get tickets to Epic Universe. That includes annual Passholder preview days, single day tickets, multi-day tickets, express passes, photo tickets, Darkmoor Makeup Experience, a ton of stuff. I'm just going to walk you through how to get all of it, and let's start with where you go on the website here. Now, I'm going to put an exact link in the description, but if you go on kind of the main Epic Universe webpage, or even let's say you're on the main Universal website, well, right away I guess it's gonna take you over there to it. But even if you go to Explore Parks, Epic Universe, you can scroll down and see Explore Tickets and Packages. Like I said, I'm gonna put this link in the description, and I'll also put it on the video here so you can see it. But basically, this is gonna be your guide to the three types of tickets that you can acquire. The resort vacation packages I won't be exploring, but this is if, like, you want to stay at a Universal hotel, you want to kind of bundle that with your Epic Universe experience. This is something that it will help kind of bring down the price of it, or at least make it easier to sort together. So that would be what you do that for. But if you're not an annual pass holder, you'll go over here for Epic Universe tickets. And so this is where we get kind of the main page. So the Epic Universe ticket page is a little difficult to navigate because there's kind of, like, it sets you right on 3 days, but if you want single day tickets, you can just click that off here, click Epic Universe, and there you go. So this is your single day ticket. They are sold out, you'll see, from May 22nd to June 8th. I believe those are the only dates that are sold out. Anything down here usually isn't. But these will start from $139 and go all the way up to $199 during December here. Be aware that ticket prices change depending on the day, and that's something to keep in mind. There are Florida resident discounts. I don't believe they apply to these one-day Epic Universe tickets though. Yeah, so the prices are the same for the single day tickets. It does seem like it might take some off of the multi-day. As for the multi-day tickets, so you just, even just click all these here. The multi-day are slightly cheaper per day than the single day tickets, and unfortunately, they only give you 1 day at Epic Universe and 1 day at Universal Studios Florida or Island of Adventure, or you can get a multiple parks per day ticket, which will allow you to park hop between Universal Studios Florida and Island of Adventure. So that'll mean you can take the Hogwarts Express, or even you can just walk through City Walk and visit both parks in the same day. But if you just want to visit one park per day, that is going to be a little cheaper. It will mean if you do the 2-day tickets, you're going to have to choose between Universal Studios and Island of Adventure. Still a good deal if you just feel like visiting one of those parks and do an Epic on the way. So the 4-day tickets are the only ones with the options for Volcano Bay. So you'd need to get one of these higher tier tickets to consider that. Something to note is that if you are a Florida resident, the multi-day tickets only go up to 3 days. So you're not going all the way up to 5 days like the Epic Universe tickets. But reminder anyways, that these Epic Universe tickets only give you 1 day at Epic Universe. So even if you get a 5-day ticket, you're only going 1 day at Epic Universe. As for annual passes, unfortunately there is no Epic Universe annual pass yet. There will probably be one in the future. Speculation is 2026, but we'll see what happens. So with all that said, let's go into the extras and let's see what's available here. So you got to go into one park here, and if we scroll down, you'll see the 1-day express pass for Universal Epic Universe. So as you can see down here, it's $139.99, and this gives you 1 day of express pass for Epic Universe, and you'll get to skip the line once per ride. So basically, like, if you do, let's say, Donkey Kong Minecart Madness, you go in the express line, and then you come back out, they're not going to let you through again. Although I gave a bad example, because Minecart Madness is one of the 3 rides that are not available with Express Pass. The other 2 are Dragon Racers Rally, which is the flat ride located in the Isle of Berk, and Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, which is the premier ride in Ministry of Magic. Otherwise, all the other attractions let you go. Even the shows like Le Cirque Arcanu and the Untrainable Dragon have an Express Pass, so that might be worth getting if you're, willing to spend the money. And this is the thing. So The lowest price is $140, but you'll see at the beginning of the year here, it does get kind of expensive. The highest price, I believe, is around the December timeframe, $310. So that's the max it goes to. Unfortunately, there's no Express Unlimited available yet. So if you wanted to do, multiple rides on one attraction with your Express Pass, can't do that right now, but, still worth checking out if you'd like to get that. Now for the other extras. So you'll see there's a whole Epic Universe kind of tag here to make it easy to sort. And so we have 4 different things here. We'll start with the VIP experience. So this is, I think for Epic Universe, it's going to be a 4-hour single park tour. You'll see as soon as you hit select here, once you select Epic Universe, it locks that in for you. It seems like, yeah, the 2 park is only for Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. You can't combo this with one of the other parks. But you'll see, rather than starting at the $259 price point, it does start at $420 for the Epic Universe tours. And that is the starting price. So you'll see it goes up to, $650 actually. And I believe that's, again, during the December dates. Yeah, $650 here. But this is a cool experience from what I've heard. It's, a guided walking tour. As far as I'm aware, you kind of get like a backstage pass into some attractions. So VIP priority access to rides and attractions. And you get valet parking for 1 vehicle, which I didn't even know about. Should have read that before making the video. Anyway, so the Darkmoor Monster Makeup Experience. We have 2 different types of tickets here. One, this more expensive ticket, is the transformation ticket. So this will be face makeup plus matching accessories, which basically means, like, let's say, you're Dracula or you're Frankenstein or whatever, they'll give you items that, a Frankenstein would have or a Dracula would have. So if you select the tickets here, it is cheaper for children, and the children have to be aged between 5 and 9 years old. The adult prices are those $169 starting prices. So you do have to be age 5 and up to experience this. And another thing to note is that you can't purchase alcohol after you have the makeup on. It's like an ID checking thing. But anyway, so that's the more premium Monster Makeup Experience. But the experiment ticket is still a good offer because this is just the face makeup and it's $45 per person. So it's all ages, $45 a person. And none of these have sold out. Same with the transformation ticket. So if you're going opening day and you're worried about it, I wouldn't worry about it too much. There's some time slots unavailable, but there's still a lot available. So if this looks interesting to you, it's worth taking a look at. Then finally, we have the My Universal Photos package. So it'll give you 1 day of photos at Universal Studios Florida, Islands of Adventure, Volcano Bay, and Epic Universe. It does say it's starting at $89.99. That's for the 1 day ticket. So if you get the 1 day card here, that'll give you unlimited photos for 1 day. And the 3 day, which is $130, that'll give you unlimited tickets for 3 days. So if you're visiting Epic Universe or Universal in general for more than 1 day and you want to have your photos, this is worth looking at too. Now, with all those add-ons out of the way, let's get back to the ticket page and look at the annual pass holder options. So Universal did just announce Epic Universe previews for pass holders, which is a super exciting offer. These will last between April 17th and May 5th. And you can just go here and you'll see all these dates available. So you'll see the lowest that these preview dates go is $123, and the highest that they go is $144. And these tickets will also be available for 2025 Military Freedom Pass ticket holders, Universal Rewards Signature Visa card members, and anyone staying at a Universal Orlando hotel. So if you're at a Universal Orlando hotel anytime in the next few days, you can go to the Universal Vacation Planning Center and purchase your preview tickets there. So Universal has stated that they're going to be putting the final touches in place and rehearsing, so some attractions and experiences may not be available, which is to be expected from previews, but it's just something to keep in mind if you're planning on going to the park during these days. But if you plan on going to the park when it officially opens, there are annual pass holder exclusive prices for these single day tickets. So you'll see that unfortunately the end of May isn't available, like everything from May 22nd to May 31st, and some of those June dates are gone already. But basically the rest of the year is still available, so if you're planning an Epic Universe visit and you're an annual pass holder, this is a good option to look for. I would say, as I said before, I don't expect there to be an annual pass for Epic Universe until 2026. So if you're considering going within this year, these are the tickets that I would look at personally. And with all that said, those are all of the ticket options at Epic Universe. So if you're excited for this park, be sure to let me know in the comments and check out this video breaking down every ride coming to Epic Universe. Thanks so much for watching, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all next time.